You know, the devil's message is heresy. You know what heresy is, don't you? It's false doctrine. Like in Revelation 16 and verse 13, it describes this for us. It says, "Then I saw 3 evil spirits that looked like frogs. They came out of the mouth of the dragon, out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet." Here is a picture of this unholy triumvirate, symbolizing the very power of Satan himself to stand against the church. And he refers to one of them as the false prophet, the one who preaches false doctrine. That's how Satan deceives. He teaches us lies. He is the father of lies. And yet he is able to couch those lies in such a way that they look like they're true. The half-truths, if you will. And usually when he tempts us, he does not tempt us with things that are clearly evil. He tempts us with things that are good, but if used improperly, become sinful. The various appetites that we have are given to us by God. And yet in a twisted and perverted way, those very appetites become the source of our own internal destruction. This is heresy. This is what Satan does. This is how Satan teaches. He takes what is good and he perverts and he twists it. He'll take your faith and he'll twist and pervert your faith. Why do you think the Christian church is so divided? Why do you think the Christian church has seen no unity in almost 2,000 plus years? Because of the untruths, because of the falsehoods. There is but one scriptural truth, and all of us claim to have it. Yet all of us are usually wrong. And yet Satan uses heresy in order to divide. These men would have to face that kind of false teaching. The devil's design is to lure us into what I call a practical unholiness. Like in 2 Peter 2:10, it says, "This is especially true of those who follow the corrupt desire of the sinful nature and despise authority." Isn't that interesting what Peter says? He ties in following after the desires of our corrupt nature in the same breath where he talks about despising authority. I'm not going to have anybody rule over me. I'm not going to submit to anybody's authority. I know what you say. I know what you believe. I know what you think. I don't buy it. And so I'm not going to submit to godly authority. I'm not going to submit to what the scriptures say. I'm going to rip the pages out of the Bible that trouble me. I'm going to just tear them up and throw them away because I don't like what it says. And so I will not submit to that. And Peter ties that directly in with following the corrupt desires of the human nature. He calls them in 2 Peter 2:10, these are bold and arrogant men who are unafraid to slander celestial beings. In other words, they don't care who's saying these things. They don't care where they originate from. They don't care by what authority a man or a woman speaks. They reject it. No one's going to rule in my life. Imagine if the disciples had had that attitude when they went out to minister to people and to offer hope. How could you offer hope without a source of authority? How could you speak hope to people who are hopeless without having some authority in your life? Some structure of accountability, something higher than yourself that you answer to.